Which organ is primarily responsible for detoxification and metabolism of drugs? Which country has the National Health Service, NHS, established in 1948? What is the largest organ in the human body? Which chamber of the heart pumps oxygenated blood to the body? Which vitamin deficiency causes scurvy? Which disease is characterized by the destruction of insulin-producing beta cells? Atherosclerosis primarily involves buildup of which substance in arteries? Who developed the smallpox vaccine? What is the functional unit of the kidney? Which chamber of the heart receives blood from the lungs? Which organ is primarily responsible for filtering blood and producing urine? Which chamber of the heart receives oxygenated blood from the lungs? Which artery supplies the brain with oxygenated blood? Which disease is caused by the human immunodeficiency virus? Who is credited with developing the first successful vaccine? What metric measures the average number of years a person is expected to live? Which disease is caused by Mycobacterium tuberculosis and primarily affects the lungs? Which gland in the endocrine system regulates metabolism through thyroid hormones? Which organ is a key part of the immune system and filters blood? What does the study of anatomy focus on? Who is credited with discovering penicillin in 1928? Which disease is caused by a deficiency of vitamin C? Which hormone is released by the pancreas to lower blood glucose? Which organ stores bile produced by the liver? Which part of the brain controls balance and coordination? What condition is characterized by high blood pressure? Which physician is credited with introducing antiseptic practices in surgery using carbolic acid? Which organ is part of the central nervous system? Which gas do the lungs primarily exchange with blood? Which tube carries food from the mouth to the stomach during swallowing?